It doesn't matter the type of job you're doing or where you're working, there is a high possibility that at some point you might meet upon a terrible boss. The only persons that may never meet upon a terrible boss are the people who work for themselves. You know what? You probably have met one already and he made you regret every day you had to go to work. Let's look at how we can deal with terrible bosses.
It's not like we're going to actually kill our bosses.
Good.
Well, you would have to admit that our lives would be a hell of a lot easier if our bosses weren't alive.
So we all know that killing our boss is not an option. So why not start with that man in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said? You want to do a self-analysis, just to ensure that the boss is the problem and it's not you. So, in doing that self-analysis, you want to ensure that you're meeting your targets and objectives, you are communicating properly, and your mode of conduct at work is one that is acceptable. So what you can do next is to identify what makes your boss a terrible boss. He may be a narcissist, or he may be a micromanager. Is he a bully? Does he lack empathy? Is he underqualified, or is he simply just unavailable? You can identify what makes your boss a terrible boss by observing his behavioral patterns. For example, he always finds issues with your work, or he's overly involved in the work that you do. Maybe he finds faults with you, or he's just never there when you need him. Now, this point is very important. Never let your boss cross the line. Never let him overstep his boundaries. If you allow your boss to cross the line, things will only get worse from there. Always demand respect in the same way you show respect. Do not allow your boss to disrespect you under any circumstance, in any manner. If it should happen, ensure that you address it immediately and don't sweep it under the rug. Next, don't take everything personal, but your boss has his job to do as well, and situations that your manager has to deal with may impact how he treats you. If your boss comes under a lot of pressure, this may lead him to start micromanaging. And remember, our bosses are human too, so it's easy for them to make mistakes as well without even realizing it. If things get really bad, then you might want to start documenting. Use more written forms of communication. Don't leave everything to his or your memory. You can use emails, text messages, and memos to keep record of decisions taken, tasks given, progress made, and any issues you probably encountered while doing your work. You might need this in the future the next time the boss wants to find a problem with you. Here's a bonus tip. Be careful who you talk to about your boss, or don't talk about him at all. Yeah, venting is a great way to relieve stress, but you can't trust everyone to keep what you say to themselves. Next thing you know, your boss hates you and you don't even know why. Well, if it's really that unbearable, then you're going to want to leave.
Out of there. They know. Get out.
What the hell do they want from me?
I don't know, but if you don't want to find out, I suggest you get out of there.
Get out of there. Get out of there, Jake.
Get out of there.
Get out of there.
Get out of there!
Don't talk to him. Get out of there!
Do you hear me? Get out of there.
Get out of there! Get out of there!
Get out of there. Get out of there now.
Come on, get out of there.
Come on, get out of there.
Get the hell out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there!
Get the hell out of there!
But before you go, ensure you create an exit strategy. Some things to consider in your exit strategy are: how much longer are you willing to stay? Would you be willing to work for less to get out of that situation? Do you have time to build on your competencies and skills? Check your bank account. You want to have at least 12 months worth of living expenses within your savings. You don't know how long you might be out of a job for. Make sure you revisit your resume. Don't live in a manner that is detrimental to you. Bearing in mind that your new employer might just call your boss for a reference check. Well guys, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to share more great content with you. If you had a terrible boss, be sure to tell us about it and how you dealt with it down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Stay tuned.